Hello, and welcome back to my happy place, which is what I call my craft room. Sorry, it's been a few weeks since I put a video out. My husband and I have been traveling, but when I got home, in the mail was my new Wonder of Oz Better Press Plate and Die set, which I was so excited about. I love the Wizard of Oz. I love these sentiments. They're so fun. So I had to come up with a way to make a card with them because I didn't order the other Aussie stuff yet. I wanted to play with this first. So recently, if you go to my Instagram account, you'll see that I made a Dorothy and Scarecrow card using the Along the Path dies and stamps and everything from Concord and Ninth. And I love how this path is obviously the yellow brick road. So I am going today to show you how I made my little Wicked Witch card, because this weekend is the premiere of the new Wicked movie in the theaters, and I guess you just get inspired every time you turn on the computer. It's something Oz. So let me show you how I did this, because there's a couple of loopholes. First off, we have to make our yellow brick road. So instead of using the embossing folder that comes with that Along the Path set, because that's just got a couple of little cobblestones, I wanted to make my yellow brick road very yellow bricky. So I cut out this out of Buttercup from Concord and Ninth, and I have this brick background stamp from Concord and Ninth, and I hadn't used it yet. I was really excited to finally have a reason to drag this out. I didn't want to stamp it in black because I think that would have taken away from, you want it to be yellow. You want it to be a yellow brick road. So I might need to wash my mat. I think I embossed in it last time and it's a little bit less sticky than I'd like, because I need to use the whole piece of paper. I can't really put my magnet down. Yeah, that should be sticky. Okay, as I was saying, I'm gonna do tone on tone because I want it to stay yellow. Shh, lucky darn. Oh well. I got a little bit of the stamps guide. I must have flipped it the wrong way when I put it back. That's okay. Doesn't hurt the stamp at all. So I've lined it up so it's brick all the way top to bottom. I'll pick it up. Yeah, it looks like my paper's sticking, but so is the stamp. Come on. Come on. That sticky mat is sticky. All right, I'm probably going to try and line that up again because I don't want bubbles. There. That's better. Much, much, much better. Like I was saying, I'm going to do tone on tone. So this is Buttercup paper. I've got Buttercup dye ink. And we're going to make a yellow brick road. Cards like this are just fun. When you take your stamps and dies and you kind of just go outside of the box and figure out what else can I do. Oh, we are going to have to stamp it a few times, I can tell. I need to get my slider out here. This helps a lot. Oops. Oh, maybe one more time. We want a nice image.
5 minutes later.
Okay, I think that's probably as good as I'm going to get it. Okay, now that we have our yellow brick road all stamped out, I'm going to clean this up really quick. Next up, we are going to emboss our brass background. For that, I'm going to be using Evergreen from Concord and Ninth. I wanted a nice dark green, kind of Emerald City, think poppy fields, I don't know. For my birthday, I got the new little Empress Mini, which fits right here on my desk. It is so easy to use and lovely, but I have not embossed with it yet, so we're gonna learn this together. I have to figure out the sandwich. I don't think I need the metal. Let's see, what does it do? I have my instructions. Embossing with the folder. You do A, shim, folder, A plate. Okay, that's really easy. Okay, so I am going to use the embossing folder for that came with Along the Path from Concord and Ninth. So we're going to do A, shim, folder. Just give me a second here. Always moves at the last second on me. Okay, folder and A plate. Okay, so like I said, this is the first time I've done this with this machine. And it looks like you really gotta line the plate up or the folder, because it's a little bit wider than the plates. All right, I guess we'll see how this goes. Oh, well, that does not fit in there, like at all. All right, well, that's fine. I have my bigger machine. I will run this through that. Okay, that made a lovely impression. We're done with the embossing part. Okay, so here's how the two elements look together. So since this is a Wicked Witch card, I am going to darken it up a little bit, just to give it a little drama. So for that, I am going to use Mushroom to ink blend in just the corners a little bit. Let's hold them still while I do that. There we go. I don't think that corner is even going to show. I'll go up here in the grass a little bit. Give it a little bit of that witchy vibe. I'm thinking just the corners. Oh, and I had pre-cut out this for my sentiment. I forgot to show you guys. I used the nested Swiss dot rectangles. I loved that the little Swiss dots, I'll show you on the card, they show through on the yellow brick road, kind of like theater lights. I thought it kind of gave it that movie feeling. I don't know. I could be just, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, really, but I like it. I think it kind of gave that effect. But I'm kind of a dork, too. Okay, back to ink blending. It's your choice which way you go. What if happy can be built? Tuning into all that's good. There we go. So now we have ink blended our background and we have punched out our yellow brick road. So here comes the fun part. We are going to assemble our witch. I have pre-die cut out my witch pieces because, I mean, it just makes for it to go faster, I guess. Oh, and I should clean off my last board here. I want to get gray ink all over myself. All right, for my witch, I have cut out her little feet from along the path, her black dress, her black boots. Oh, these pieces are so tiny, and her little arm. So the green that I decided to use to make her kind of that special witchy color is from the scrapbook.com florals smooth cardstock pad. I think it is like the very first green in the pad. They have a few different ones, but I kind of like the muted, kind of almost pea green, because that's when I think of the witch, that's what I think her color as being. So I'm not going to do anything with her arm yet. But this should go together pretty quickly. That's easy enough. She's a cutie. Okay, so we have our embossed background. We have our yellow brick road. And we have our witch. And we have, I actually foiled my Spellbinders Oz sentiment. This one I'm going to use Never Doubt Your Magic. I foiled it in green to give it a little sparkle and some witchiness. Now, you know, it's cute like this, but I really wanted her to have her broom. And in this one, you'll see I got her a broom. And you're going to ask yourself, you know, Sue, there's no broom in the Along the Pathway set. And you'd be very correct. So I had to get really creative with this one. So in the set from Concord and 9th, this is the Boardwalk Stacks. There is a piece that is this marquee. And because it's the Stacks die, it gives you extra tab to glue that piece behind. And as I was going through all of my dies to try and find a broom or something that'll look like broom, this was the closest I could get. So I'll show you what I had to do. This is one of those moments where you never know. It could turn into hot garbage. And so often for me does, but I kind of like how this turned out. So I'm going to use that. And I'm going to cut out one full piece from one side. And the browns I'm using are just old scraps that I had from Basil. Yeah, they're old Basil cardstock. Had them for years. Been slowly chopping up these 12 by 12s into tinier pieces. Love having this little love having this little die cut machine on my desk. It is so nice to not have to get up for all the little itty bitty pieces. Okay. So we're left with this. Stick that to my magnet. And here's where we have to think outside the box a little bit. I have also taken and cut these two pieces both out of a lighter brown. I did that ahead of time because that's a pretty basic move. So now we're just going to get our scissors out. And we're going to cut as straight as possible to create kind of this little broomstick. I've never been great with scissors. I'm not very coordinated. Watch me chop it right in half. Dexterity has never been my strong point, but I think I can pull this off. There. Okay. Good enough, I think. I can take a little bit. There's a bump here. Okay. Broomsticks are never perfect anyway, especially when they're made of wood. Okay. So I kind of like, you can maybe see there's like this little extra bump here. I kind of like that because it makes it look like it's part of the brush head. So I tried to cut right where that is. I did it in double layers because I like the broom to be kind of thick. And I'm just gonna take and cut the bristles into it. So I'm going to take and kind of roll them up. Move them out a little bit. And I'm going to glue one on top of the other. Line them up at the top and you kind of play with them a bit. There we go. And now we're just going to glue them right at the top up here. Oopsie. Have to pick it up. Here we go. For a second. And voila, we have a witchy broom. Or at least the closest thing I can get. I don't have anything in my stash that would give me anything closer at the moment. Maybe if I did a little bit of digging around, but oh straighter. Okay. Isn't that fun? I like trying to think outside the box and challenge myself a little bit. Use your stash to the best of your abilities and extend it even beyond what it's purposed for. Okay, so with the yellow brick road, I have found that when you pop it up a little bit and give it dimension, it looks a little bit more, I don't know, it stands out a little more like a road. So I'm gonna get my foam tape. I'll be right back. Right. Okay, we've got foam tape. That should give us a pretty good firm base. Now I am going to put some glue on the back of this foam tape because like I said, am not very coordinated, and I have had this go wrong on me before. So the glue on the back of the foam tape gives you just a little bit of wiggle room. Because when you put this foam tape down, it is down. It's not going anywhere. But with the glue, it lets you move it around a little bit or even reposition if you have to. I'm probably a little more generous with my glue than I need to be. But I do worry about the wiggle room. I sometimes need to be able to slide it around. Glue ball must be getting low. It wants to clog up. Let's get our yellow brick road lined up. And drop it down. I don't know if you can see, but that kind of helps it really pop up. I think it just makes it stand out more. Gives it a little bit of oomph. Our witchy on. She's pretty easy because she goes kind of flush with the top up here. Walking along the path. I'm gonna grab her. I probably got glue on my wax tip. There we go. And I think I'm gonna position her hand like right about there. Put her arm on her, holding her little witchy broom. I'm gonna put the sentiment on now. So one thing I did differently with the other, when I did my Dorothy and Scarecrow card, which I would show you, but I sent it to my mom for her birthday because she's a big Wizard of Oz fanatic. But there is a picture of it on my Instagram page, so you can go look at it. I did use the flowers from the set, and I punched them all out in red and used black enamel dots and made a poppy field, because Dorothy is in the poppies. But it was actually the Wicked Witch that conjured them, so you could always do poppy fields too. And I'm not going to pop this up because the road is already popped up, so I'm just going to go ahead. You could cut this out a few times and give it dimension by making it a little thicker. But I do struggle to get my cards sometimes into the envelope, which is an indication that I'm overdoing it with the dimensions. So I'm trying to cut back a little bit. Okay. Like I said, these little Swiss dots become like Hollywood lights, the yellow background. And I just love it. All right, to finish this off, I wanted to give it a little bit of bling, because it is a very basic card. It's very simple and easy. Very quick too, which is nice, because sometimes you just need to get something in the mail like right now. But this always adds a little bit. I have Gina K's Disco Ball Sequence. And I'm just going to put a little bit of magic my yellow brick road. Maybe it's Glinda's ball coming in to see her. Who knows? Like I said, I'm a dork. But at least this isn't hot garbage. Or maybe it is. Leave me a comment. I don't know. I'm totally winging this. Like I said, I had to figure out how the heck I'm going to make a broom. And that's not really, I'm not an outside of the box thinker, so I'm kind of proud of myself. I'm kind of on the back of the box thinker. Show me what to do and I'll do it. Okay. I think that's good. Gives it nice motion. Good movement. We'll go with that. I'm going to tip off of my glue. If you're still around for this part of the video, please give me a like and subscribe. I plan to make videos this winter. It's a lot of fun. It gives me kind of an archive of how I did things too, which is nice. Go back at cards and look at them and think, how did I do that one? And over the years, I've kind of lost my crafting community. All the people that I used to scrapbook with don't do it anymore, and I'm kind of trying to look for my people. Kind of messed that one up a little bit. That's okay. As my granddaughter always says, that's okay. Oh, come on. I don't know. Is the glue gonna hold on that one, or am I gonna have to start over? Okay, I think they're gonna hold. Got a little excess glue here. Glue dries clear. Once it's all dried up, you won't see it anymore. Okay, we'll put that away. Well, I think that's it. That is what I had planned. I'll do my side by side of the original one that I made. I think they're adorable. I can't wait to send them out. They just need to go on a card back and they are ready. Yeah. Let me know if I should have added more. I'm not happy with this blank space, but I don't want to go too crazy because I tend to go over the top sometimes and then it gets out of control. But here we go. Thank you for joining along. We'll see you soon. Bye.